Hey guys, we're going to continue section 3 here from chapter 5 where we're talking about slope-intercept form. Make sure that you take really good notes on this because this is a very, very important part of algebra this year. Before we jump into our 3 examples though, when Christmas music comes out too early, this is how I feel. Oh yeah, Grumpy Cat. He's my fave. Okay, so writing an equation from 2 points. It says, what equation in slope-intercept form represents the line that passes through the points 2, 1 and 5, -8? I'm going to walk you through these steps, so make sure that you are writing these things down. So step 1 is going to be find the slope. Okay, step 1 is find the slope. So I'll use this y value, so I have -8 minus 1 over 5 minus 2, and I get -9 over 3, which simplifies to -3. So my slope is -3. The next step is I find the y-intercept. And the way I'm going to do that is by using the slope and 1 point. It doesn't matter which point you use. I usually use the one that's either all positive or the smaller values. So you should know that the slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute values in here that I know. I know that the point 2, 1 makes this a true statement. So I'm going to fill those in. My y is 1. Instead of m, my slope is -3. Instead of x, I'm going to write 2. The value that I don't know is this b, so I do plus b, and that's what I'm solving for. So here I have -3 times 2 is -6. Then I would add 6 to both sides, and I get 7, which equals b. So this is my y-intercept. And then the last thing that I do is you're going to substitute into y equals mx plus b. The only things that you're substituting in are the m and the b. The y and the x are always there. So I'm going to write y equals my slope, that's m, -3x, and then my y-intercept, plus 7. And that is how you write that from 2 points. All right, so make sure that you took good notes on that. Make sure that you have this list written out. This is the directions into how to do that. It's one of those things where you practice over and over and over, and it becomes easy. So here are a couple for you to try. Go ahead and pause and give these a go. The answer will be up in 3, 2, 1. All right, so here's what I got on that first one. You may have this as -7/2. That's fine. And then this is what I got on the second one. If you didn't get that, my work's here, so check through that. Try to find your mistakes. All right, so graphing a linear equation. This is really nice. It's really, really easy. It says, what is the graph of this? Well, we already worked on identifying the slope and the y-intercept. So if you could identify those two things, you're going to start with the y-intercept. And you're going to plot that point. Okay, so for this, it's plot the y-intercept. That's step 1. So here it's -1. So I'll go here and I'll plot that. And then from there, it's rise over run with slope to find the next point. So my slope is 2, which is the same thing as 2 over 1. So from here I go up 2 and over 1, and that gives me at least 2 points for my thing. But I mean, I could continue doing this, and this is the way that this particular line is going to look. So when you graph it, you get something that looks like this. Now I'm using an electronic thing for this, but I would encourage you to use a straight edge just to make sure that your lines are nice and straight. So that's really straightforward. Plot the y-intercept, use slope from there. Here's a couple for you to try. Go ahead and pause and give that a go. The answer will be up in 3, 2, 1. All right, there are your graphs. So the first one is in yellow, and it's right here. The second one is in red, and it's right here. Hopefully you got that. Let's take a look at the next thing. It says water pressure can be measured in atmospheres, ATM. Use the information in the diagram to write an equation that models the pressure Y at a depth of X meters. What graph models the pressure? So we'll start with this part, writing the equation. It says here, at 0 meters, the pressure is ATM. Okay, so at 0 meters, the pressure is ATM. If it's at 0, that means we're talking about the point 0.01. Well, this right here is a y-intercept. Okay, so my y-intercept for this is 1. Here it says the pressure increases by 0.1 ATM per meter. This is written as a slope. So that means my slope is 0.1. So I could write the equation fairly easily by just doing y equals, write my slope, 0.1 m, or x, plus my y-intercept, which is 1. So there is my equation. And then from here, I need to graph it. So I'll increase these by 20. So I'll say 0, 20, 40, 60, and so on. And then this one will just go up by 1. So 2, 4, 6. I'm skipping to give myself room. So this, my y value, okay, the y is going to be the pressure. This is my ATM, the pressure. And then this is the meters deep. Okay, so the meters deep determine the pressure that's given. And so I know that at 0, it's at 1. And then I could go on and put some values in. So here, this would be 10. And at 10, it's going to be 2. And then at 20, it's going to be a pressure of 3. And then you kind of get the idea how this continues. So this is a graph that would represent that. So here's the graph that represents this, the pressure underwater. Here's one for you to try. Go ahead and pause. The answer will be up in 3, 2, 1. All right, so here's what I got. There is my equation right here. And then my graph looks something like this. So this is the cost right here, or the money that you charge per hour. So hopefully you got that. If not, double check your work. That's it for today. So I hope you took good notes, especially on that first part. If you do not understand finding the equation of a line and slope-intercept form from 2 points, you need to go back and do that again, because that is a very, very important part of this particular lesson.